Exodus 32, the 20th verse, and he wants me to explain it to him. And he took the calf which they had made and burned it in. Oh, I like this. You're gonna like this one. He took the calf which they made and burned it in the fire and ground it to powder and strawed it upon the water and made the children of Israel drink of it. You ready for this one? We know the mark of the beast is 666. The only other place in the whole Bible where that number shows up, well, only other place, there's like 3 places, was the amount of gold that Solomon took in, like as a tax, or I can't remember the verse. Anyway, it was 666 talents of gold in a year. Okay, and I'm going, boy, there's a connection there. And then here they are. Now, I want you to understand this. This was their God. This was their God. And Moses, as a punishment and a judgment to them, made the Israelites eat their God. Now, the doctrine of transubstantiation is this. You eat the God to become the God. That's what Roman Catholicism is all about. It's about eating the God so you can become the God. There is not a single mystery religion in the world that does not have something that you ingest, drink, eat, that gives you the attributes of a deity. It's in every mystery religious teaching. And I think this is a prefiguring of it. Moses, as a punishment, made them eat or drink their God. And I think that is a prophecy. I think one of these days, Brian, you and I are going to see something, we're going to go, oh, this is that which was spoken in the book of Exodus. All right, so be watching for it. Couple minutes left here. Christophe. Did you know that they left the ER off your name? I'm just saying. I'm not making fun of you. Before I realized the forces behind specific music, especially the so-called Christian rock, I actually was a great fan of the Swedish Christian rock band Blindside. I'm a kind of shocked since I know now the meaning behind the symbols of their latest album. You can have a look here at some important logo of the album artwork. They probably tell you it's all about the album's title. Let me look at this and see what it is. Let's see here. I think I see something here. I see 4 cardinal directions. That's what I see. Now, I hope I'm picking up on this. Anyway, very interesting. Joanne, bad echo, Pastor Mike. Mike. Pastor Mike, this is from B. I thought you might like to see this. Perhaps you already have. God bless you and keep you, dear Pastor in the might. And there's a picture here, and Outlook is not. Oh, I did see that. There's some kind of new show coming on, Discovery Science or something like that. And boy, you ought to see what I see here. It's like a palm print with 6 fingers on it, and I'm going, and you only see it for like a second. And I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 fingers on this thing. I did see that. I don't know what show that is. They Are Here or something like that. So anyway, keep watching for that. Bronson, I was just curious if you know of any parallel between Genesis 3:3 where Eve adds to God's word by adding neither shall you touch it lest ye die, and God's command to Moses in Exodus 19:12 not to let anyone touch Mount Sinai or they would be put to. You know, I never saw that parallel. And I'll think about that one. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're an idiot, Bronson, because I wouldn't want you to say that about me. But I have never thought that way. Neither shall you touch it lest ye die. Remember, the woman is the church. And it's the church right now that's adding all this stuff to the Bible. Churches add to the Bible. She was taking... Here's what God said. Here's what the church said alongside of it. And she made that equal with God's word. That's what I get out of that. Thomas... Pastor, I'm edified by your preaching, but some of your music choices used to open your online program, for example, has too much rhythm. Melody and harmony, with the least being rhythm, is the proper biblical order. Here's what I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask you this in all respect, Thomas, because you've mentioned this respectfully. I don't even know how to ask it. If I heard bad music, I would know it. Okay? If I heard bad music, I would know that that's bad music. It's kind of like clothing. I can't actually describe what immodest is, but if I saw a woman wearing immodest clothing, I would go, that's it right there. The same with music. Everybody has a style and a taste. What I have learned over the years. Now, you mentioned that melody, harmony, the least being rhythm, is in the proper biblical order. I would like to know where that is in the Bible, because I can tell you that the Bible does mention singing to yourself, psalms, singing and making melody in your heart, and I do know that rhythm is allowed. The timbrel was it's a tambourine. It's a percussive instrument is what it is. There is nothing unbiblical with rhythm. There's nothing unbiblical with melody and harmony. Music does have color, and I think the color of music, and when I say color, there's light songs and then there's dark songs. Marilyn Manson is, you would never say, oh, I'm listening to this light little piece by Marilyn Manson. It's very joyful. It lifts me up. You don't say that. And so I'm not criticizing you, Thomas. What I'm saying, when I'm asking the question is, and I've heard this too, if it moves foot before it moves the heart, it's wrong. That's not in the Bible. It doesn't say that. Well, if it edifies the flesh, all music is edifying somehow, some way to the flesh. Eating Tim Tams is edifying to the flesh. That doesn't make it wrong. Unless, of course, I didn't eat it right. Now, eating Vegemite is wrong, I can tell you that. But here's my point. I have a preferred style of music. I like Southern Gospel music, although a lot of Southern Gospel music is turning into... It's a lot of boogie-woogie is what it is. It's basically, Southern Gospel music is turning into what amounted to the roots of rock and roll. And I don't go along with that. Did I miss my music already? Well, anyway, let me shut that off. Shut off. All right, here we go. I have my earpiece set. I didn't even hear Mr. Rogers. So anyway, let me finish this up and I'll be gone with you. Although somebody has an interesting thing about Ross. Oh, I heard Ross pulled out because his family was threatened. Could very well be. Anyway, back to Thomas. Thomas, here's my point. I went to Africa. Okay, and they sing a little bit differently than we do over here. Now, they love hymns, they love spiritual songs, kind of like we do. There is a lot of Western, British, American influence in that. There's no doubt in my mind about it. I can't say that everything musically is wrong other than what you would say it is. I can't say that biblically. There are no musical notes in the Bible. But I understand where you're coming from. Anyway, good to be with you today. Got a lot more emails that I couldn't get to. I appreciate your patience and forbearance. And if you have something real important to write to me, write it again on Thor's Day, which is 2 days before Saturn's Day. This is Pastor Mike, and I am out of here. God bless you. We'll see you. Bye.